And welcome to Racing, Pacing, Chasing, Season 2, Episode 23. I'm Aaron Bain, joined by Tommy Javor. Tommy.
Aaron, great to be here. A pleasure.
Mate, I've got something to kick off the show.
Here we go.
There you go.
What
5.
What am I meant to do with that?
All I'll say is kosher.
Kosher?
Kosher.
Oh!
Kosher! There's your sling, mate.
Well, is this about
For
our
those
little...
that missed it, right?
Tommy's
Tommy's impact might have got beat this week.
They're going to get upset at you if you tell them about this.
No, but you're all over it, mate. I can't believe you put my bet slip on the page and everyone thought you had 50 on an 18th.
We had a very quiet tip under the wraps, and I did send it to all of our group, and I sent it to my Ultimate Footy group, and it was paying as much as 32 to 1. Jeez, it looked good over the line, didn't it?
Back from 100 now. For those that don't know, got a late tip on Saturday morning, kosher. Second race at Rose Hill, third race.
Yeah, early.
Back from 101 into 16.
Yep.
And won like $1.40 pop.
It's taking it one. We need to tell them. But I feel bad because I didn't give it to the people, but I didn't get it till late. It's one of those tips where it's come up. Other people could probably take credit for it, but they won't. I'll take the credit. But well done to our little friend Tyson Pound Gelato. Chucked the 50 on the nose.
Half a notice.
Took home 800, and a couple of my mates got it at 23s. I had it at 32s, and we all won heaps of money.
Hey, I was the one that had 100. Tyson had $5 on it with you.
No, but it was good. It was an incredible start to the day because the first race of the day as well was the first ever Trust Tommy and Tyson, and Ali Selagri absolutely brained him. Then when the 20 to 1 pop wins, and after that was chocolate to boiled lollies. Didn't hit the
I love what I said to you. I
bar.
said, how much you have on kosher? You said, I'm a man of the people, I had $4.
32s though, or something bad. Speaking of pumping their chest out, Rock's given me Liz's shirt.
Look
at this with my boobies.
Anyway,
yeah, sorry.
Trust Tommy and Tice. We're looking forward to that.
Yeah.
1 from 1.
It's back.
Where are we tonight? We're at Punt Club. None other than Jason Neve. Good sponsor of 3 Wide No Cover every week.
Absolutely sensational. Great to be here. First time I had a beer anywhere we've hosted, so thank you to Jason. Get on board.
It's a ritual. If you walk in the door, you've got to have a beer in the end in 5 minutes or you kick back out, mate.
Yes, absolutely. Hey, I was just on... it is hard to say. I've written it in phonetics today. LA Selagri. Can we have a quick look at that? Because it was off one of Tyson's tips. It trialled really well, but it hit the lead and it looked like it was going to get run over for all money, but it held on. It's a really good horse. Can we have a little look at it, mate?
Let's have a look at the replay.
And LA Selagri has drifted out to about 5 off the fence, but still holding a nice little margin. Who Runs the World trying to bridge the gap. Then War Cheval. She's Stylish is picking up some territory with Amber Hayes. LA Selagri keeps finding. Who Runs the World tries hard but can't reach her. And LA Selagri, 3/4 to Who Runs the World. Amber Hayes got into third nicely.
Now, good replay. Tice, if only you could tip in the greyhounds like that, that'd be great. But enough about you and Tyson, mate. It's time. There's the $5. It's enough of the self-gratification, mate. It's time we thank our sponsors before we get off too much further. And that is Air Diffusions Agencies, Platinum Program Partner for 2020-21. Bill, out there, horse owner, football fan, and being known to have a beer on occasion. Air Diffusions Agencies, your one-stop shop for your air conditioning trade centre needs. Also, thanks to the Choice Hotel Group and also Prince Albert Hotel in Gawler, mate. They are fantastic partners of the show.
And we don't want to talk about pacing too much, but at Gawler next week, looking forward to heading to Prince Albert for the first time.
Anyway, it's time now for news, brews and barbecues. Righto, Tommy, news, brews and barbecues. Thanks to a new sponsor we've got on board here, Southern Trophies. Down at Lonsdale for your trophy needs for any sport. Just give Darren a call, name your budget and he'll work out the best deal for you. So Southern Trophies.
Not just trophies, medallions, all sorts. They've got it all down there.
Plaques like you got here, mate.
Plaques! Yes, there'll be a plaque coming during brew time a bit later on.
Anyway, Jones Ledge.
Yep.
A lot of hype around this horse. Spot in the Everest, they want it. Best heavy ground horse in Australia currently. Probably haven't seen one like it for some time. Winner of the Monash Stakes at Caulfield last Saturday. Monday morning they wake up to the news of a positive swap in the Group 3 Mackay Stakes during the Adelaide Cup Carnival.
Yes, now I hope there's a reasonable excuse for Mick Bell. I know he didn't travel with the horse, that's for sure, because of COVID. So perhaps maybe a misunderstanding and a fine. And I'm just going to read the notes here because this is what it says. Bainey knows a lot more about drugs than Tommy, so
doesn't actually say that.
It's words to that effect. I'll paraphrase.
No,
tell me about it.
Medicam, a non-steroidal anti-inflammatory medication. A swab period of 72 hours prior to race, so something could have gone wrong, easily gone wrong there, but that's for the powers to be to suss out and get to the bottom of. So hopefully, for Jungle Edge's sake, it doesn't shadow his recent successes too much, and we can push on and hopefully push up a case for him in the Everest.
Yep. Other news, mate. Ben Hayes, and I always struggle with this name. You might need to help with this. Tom Davidic.
Yeah.
Davidic, not bad.
Roll off the tongue.
Hayes and Davidic took over the training of all Hayes horses. Now that David has relocated to Hong Kong, he's now Hongkonese. I think that's what they call themselves, isn't it?
Move on.
Okay. And first start, first win. Justin liked that one. We're going to giggle out of Justin. It's a good night.
What about though? Talking about Hong Kong. What about Zach Burton? Won his third premiership.
Yeah.
Now third premiership in a row, 4 overall in Hong Kong. He defeated Joey Moreira. Always a great battle, those two. This time he said, put a space on him, 1 by 8. And he's really made himself at home in Hong Kong. Not sure who'll be the stable rider for David Hayes, but if I see a David Hayes, Zach Burton,
might be worth a little.
might be worth a little five.
Yeah,
a little kosher on it.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Of course, the other champion rider who's had a very successful stint in Japan is Damien Lane, that great man. He's returned home. Of course, now returning home, it's quarantine time, but he will lock and load himself for Spring Carnival. You'd expect big things.
What about the Spring Carnival? Now, Sydney's going to come up a couple of times here. We're going to talk about it here, and we're going to talk about it in the barbecue. I'm going to let fly then. Anyway, Wayne Hawkes has given the Sydney tracks, Rosehill and Randwick, a whack, absolute backhand. Bang! So they are substandard, and neither have been better than a soft 7 to 1. That's one step lower than a heavy track for those for 55 days.
And that's factual information, isn't it? That's not. That's, I mean, it's.
This means owners of horses have better performed on good racing service, have been in work for over 12 weeks, and either raced on tracks that have affected performance considerably or worse. Need the don't run at all. $4,000 a month, or more, 5, 6, 7.
The cost of living in Sydney is huge, but yeah, you're starting at a $4,000 minimum for a horse in Sydney, and
just working out.
Multiple owners that racing on tracks they can't win. You'd probably have the bracing bits a little bit, wouldn't you?
Yeah. Maybe that might have been Serious Journey's problem. Anyway, time for a brew.
Well, you can't wake Serious Journey. We're celebrating Serious tonight.
Barbecue.
It is serious. No, we'll finish on the
right.
Yep.
We dropped down a notch to the quality of horse from our recent segments, but if you want to lesson in patience, trainer Belinda Dunn is the person to talk to. Tommy.
Right, Bainey. Can I call you Bainey?
Yeah, mate.
It's your name, so that's handy. All right, Justin, Mr. Cameraman. I haven't done this before, but I'm going to zoom it in, just like the Iron Sheik used to say in the 80s. Mr. Cameraman, zoom it. Have a look into my eyes. Have a look into my eyes. I'm going to tell you about a horse called. Hang on a sec. What's its name? Oh, Marie Corico. Marie Corico. And I'll tell you right now, Marie Corico does not ever lose 49 races in a row. It's won its first race in its 49th start. Brandon.
Do you reckon when they won the other day, they went, we're going to make it on racing, pacing, chasing, and Tommy Jawor's just going to talk us up what the best maiden that's ever won a race?
Over 2,050. Talk about patience from Belinda. I'll tell you, let's talk about sticking to the journey, if you will, pardon the pun. 48 races before they had a win. And, there's some controversy maybe. They're saying the field wasn't that strong, but hey, you can only beat what's put in front of you.
Exactly right. What about it? Now, you've got another brew you want to share with us.
It is time for celebration. Following on from that brew, it fits in quite nicely, but this week I waited 17 races, 17 pretty tough races at times, before I had my first success, but she has gone out to pasture. Her racing career is over. So, Serious Journey, thank you. Of course, Balaclava Cup winner, not the main race, probably fair to be said, had its one win in its career the very day I quit my job, which was fantastic. So to Stevie Schrader from Diamond Ridge Training at Murray Ridge, thank you for getting me involved in the horses game, and now look where I am now. I don't know how this has happened, but
all because of the Serious Journey.
Yeah, but good luck to you in all your future training. A great young man, a great trainer, and we wish you every success. And thank you to Kent and Steve for getting me involved in the horses game. 1% of the cost, 100% of the fun.
Lovely.
Good luck in Serious Journey. Now, I'm talking about buying Serious Journey myself and hiring her out as a unicorn at parties. We'll talk about this offline. My wife's poo-pooed it.
Moving on, it's time for a barbecue.
Time.
Now, Peter Volandis. I don't mind his passion for the sport.
Got no passion.
Sometimes a bit over the top.
Yes.
You live in Sydney, Pete. You manage Racing New South Wales. The Melbourne Cup is the Melbourne Cup. There's a Sydney Cup. What is the talk out of Sydney, Tommy, that they want the Melbourne Cup to be run in Sydney.
Well, you're barbecuing you, and I don't want to go into the fence because I know you get all like steamy and you get that vein in the middle of the forehead, but if fans can't be at the
Shut up!
If they can't be there.
COVID-19 seems like it's about to make its second attack on Sydney. It's the Melbourne Cup, not the Sydney Cup. Wayne Hawkes has just said your tracks are crap, substandard. The history of the Melbourne Cup is 157 years old. My age, your age, plus Rocky's age. So stick to your plans of other sporting events, like the AFL Grand Final, you can have it. Oh, but maybe COVID will interrupt that too. The Bledisloe Cup and politicians. Seriously, I've said enough, take a break, we'll be back. Right, 3 wide no cover. Thanks to, Jason Neve's been dropped this week. What's going on here? Where's Jason? He must be he's in the 3 wide no cover harness. He's gone with the he's gone with the
Having a nice Piranha red tonight as well.
Bought it was by Cardiff, Dave McKay. He's the man to call. Great bloke, the footy boys. You'll have to, you'll be on the before the bounce very shortly with Ando and Smiley. But we've got 2 again this week, Tommy.
2 winners yet. Both winners winning in very, very difficult circumstances. The first we look at is the Philip Stoke train. And each week, I don't know if you know or not, I quote a Seinfeld reference. Full train, butane, nitrate, octane is the name of the horse. That's right, Octane. I watched the run today. It is fantastic. It's a really good run. It comes from a long, long way back.
Today, mate.
I quietly watched it in the corner. It was the widest of all runners, and it really powered to the line with a lot of confidence. I reckon we should have a look at it. It's wearing red, white, and black stripes. You can't really miss it because it's an eye catcher.
Now, Octane's getting to the outside. He's starting to be stoked up as they will for home, where it's ascendants narrowly from Call Me Curtis, Fancy Rumble, Celtic Blast to the outside with Brahmavi Vahiro, Dexalation. Now Octane starting to unwind right down the middle. Brahmavi Vahiro, Octane, they range up to on the inside, still going well ascendants, but Octane's got them today, and Octane gets up to win by a neck over Brahmavi Vahiro. Third, maybe Dexalation from Danger Deal, just overhauling a game ascendance down
Tommy,
on the
next
rail.
one, Graham Fry Train. Call Me Dexter. He's featured on Racing, Pacing, Chasing before.
He has, yes. Now, the interesting thing about this one is Call Me Dexter has an awkward fall. It is so awkward. It's like watching you trying to do the limbo in quicksand. It is just all over the place, but it is an amazing recovery. I'm not sure if we pick it up on the replay of the fall or not, but gee, it's awkward, mate. Very, very awkward. Have you ever done the limbo in quicksand?
Never done the limbo.
Very, exactly right. I think you'd struggle with it. An excellent performance. It's on the inside. It's green with gold stripes.
Let's take a look.
Gymnastic. Call Me Dexter sweating on a run behind them. Wider out, Maybe Fate, 3, 4 deep. Pivotal Force, 5 deep. Wounded Soldier, 6 deep. I'm a Legend, 7 deep. Sunmate's in that group looking for ground as well. As wider out, Maybe Fate ranged up to hit the lead. Call Me Dexter's coming through. Dr. Doolittle. Then wider out, I'm a Legend with a wet sail late. I'm a Legend sparkling down the middle. Hit the front with Call Me Dexter. I'm a Legend. Call Me Dexter wide apart. Tight. Staying out of this, I'm a Legend out wide, maybe, but I will stay out. Call Me Dexter, although I've half had a go, haven't I? They'll fight it out, those two. Close up, nearer to them in the middle of runners then was Call Me Fate to run third, Sunmate, and then Be OK from...
Right, both Let It Ride. Both 3 1 covers. It's time now for Sorry to Let It Ride. I was jumping the gun there.
Yeah,
My apologies. Bought to us by Garrett's Awesome here. Seriously. It should be a barbecue in itself because our tipping has been horrible. And I thought no better way just to get off to a flyer. We'll get some on the board, $10 I've got to spend and let it ride.
We've been going long shots though.
This has all been for charity. It's time to just shorten up a bit.
Yeah, I think maybe get a winner.
I've got a lot of faith in my man. A lot of people have potted him, on the chasing segment. But last week he stood up. He had his first segment. I don't know where it come from. Trust Tommy and Tice. He tipped one at Gawler.
We're a team.
He tipped one at Gawler, and he just carried you. He's tipped me one tonight. I'm going to go with him. He said race 3 at Morpheville on Saturday. Number 3, Rogues Point.
Okay.
$3. I hope it's not all the threes, but I'm going to take it. I'm going to $10. Rogues Point on Saturday in race 3 at Morpheville for my Let It Ride.
It would be great for you to break your duck to share. It'd be fantastic.
Right, this is the show. This is the part of the show that everyone waits for each week. It's now time. Tommy Dinner.
Roll the slide. Cue the sound effects. All right, I'll be quick, Bainey, because I've got 3 quick ones now. I changed the order last week and it jinxed me a little bit. What do you want to hear first? The Impact, the 50 Shades, or the Trust Tommy and Tice?
Tommy's Impact, mate. Stick with tradition.
Right, Tommy's Impact. So this is my best bet of the week. Again, apologies, Tommy's Impact and 50 Shades. Stunk it up a bit last week, but we did get a win with Trust Tommy and Tice. It's early at Flemington as well, so you can double the value on it. Race 2, number 4. It's another Rogue. You've backed a Rogue. I'm backing a Rogue as well. This is proper Rogue. At $3.50, you can double your money. Ollie's on board. It's a Price and Ken horse. 5 starts for 2 firsts and 3 seconds. It's 1 from 1 at Flemington. It runs very well second up, and it is second up. And where I've been going wrong, my backing horses have been a bit heavy. It's only 56, so it wins for me. It is race 2, number 4, proper Rogue. Time for 50 Shades of Impact. Not too much to say about this one, except it is the first race of the day. I'll get you started. Race 1, number 6, Irish Mint. Irish Mint, me boy. It's at 6s, which will become 12s. The key stat I want to tell you is it's 10 from 34, and it's in form, and that's enough for me. Good luck. It's, again, Ollie's on board. I like that. And out of the Joel's camp. The Richie Jolly camp. And the last one, we have
Trust Tommy and Tice.
Trust Tommy and Tice. Right, okay. He sent me this tip and I went, well, what? This is crap. I'm not backing that. But then he showed me a replay. We watched the replay of this horse's last race. I don't know what happened at the start. It went off to take a wee or something. It comes from 40 lengths back. 40 lengths back. It only finishes 4th.
Further back than Walla Walla.
I don't understand that reference, but okay. It comes from 4th. It's the fastest last furlong I've seen in a long, long time. It somehow finishes 4th. It is out of picture until the last 75, and it is almost like it's been superimposed. Pardon, not the horse, but it is the fastest finish I've ever seen. Race 9, number 17, Pinion. You'll get it at 4s at Flemington. Give it a try. Just trust Tommy and Tyson because we're 1 from 1.
That'll be 2 from 2. Anyway, Tommy, it's been a pleasure.
It has. Thanks for letting me get the tips in. It's been great to be back. Thanks again for, we didn't have any guests on tonight's show, but so many great guests across all our shows.
Where was he tonight? We did have a guest. Is he coming next week? Coming weeks? Coming weeks. Shane Cahill was supposed to be on the night, for those who didn't know. Shane Cahill was. Rocky mustn't have given him the right address.
Good stuff. And all the great sponsors. And again, our viewers, over 10,000 views across the shows. Without you, we are
take your
not
five, have it on Trust Tommy and Tice.
Trust Tommy and Tice.
Anyway, thanks to our sponsors. Thanks, Tommy, for joining me. It's been a pleasure. Back this time next week.
Say get out of your horsey for me.